Hello, Warrior Crew. So it is the first day of my little 2-day camping holiday today because it is bank holiday weekend. So I am up here for 2 nights because I will be going to the boot fair tomorrow and Monday. So I'm all set up to cook myself something to eat tonight. So I've got Onetigris with me. He is loaded up and ready to go. I've got a few beers with me. Well, no, actually, you'll be pleased to know this, Kenny. I have got a load of beers with me, mate, 'cause I am here all weekend. So I've got some mayonnaise with me. There you can see I've got some yellow ticket brioche rolls. And in there I've got some mushrooms, tomatoes, cheese and lettuce. And in that silver foil there I've got half a pack of bacon. So that's what I'm cooking tonight. Brioche bacon rolls with lettuce, mushrooms, tomatoes, mayonnaise and some cheese. So let's fire Onetigris up, get him into action and let's get on with a bit of cooking. And I am really hungry tonight, so that is why I am going to do all 4 of them rolls and load them right up, because I am pretty starving. And it's nice to be up here actually, because I've had a bit of a nightmare today. Because I was out earlier on the bike, I had a bit of running around to do and I went shopping and that. And then on the way back from the supermarket, all of a sudden, the bike's just died. And I thought, oh no, it's run out of petrol. So I stopped, put the tank onto reserve, and there I am trying to start it, but it won't go with it. It will not start. So I opened the tank, looking in there, loads of petrol in it. I'm like, right, it has got petrol in it, but it's still not starting. So I'll just chuck some bacon into the pan, get that cooking away, and once these first rashers have cooked down a little bit, I shall move them to one side and bung the rest of the pack in. So yeah, the bike's not starting, then boom, all of a sudden it just started, and I was like, right, it must have just been really hot or something like that, because it was red hot today. So I got back on the bike, and then like 5 minutes later up the road, it has done it again, exactly the same, like it is out of fuel, and it's just come to a standstill. So I'm left it for like 10-15 minutes, tried to start it again, boom, kicked into life. So I jumped on it again, got a little bit further, done it again. And then when it done it that third time, I'm not actually that far from Jesse's dad's house. So I thought, right, if it starts again, I shall go to Jesse's dad's house and leave it there. So I'm trying to start, it wouldn't go, and then all of a sudden, again, boom, it kicked into life. So I quickly jumped on it and rode to Jesse's dad's house, and it cut out again just as I got there. So I've got to Jesse's dad's house, but he's not there, is he? He's out somewhere. I'm just going to wash my hands because I've been touching that raw bacon. So yeah, Jesse's daddy's out, so I've had to ring him and say, look, my bike's playing up. Is it all right if I leave it on your drive? And he's like, yeah, no problem. So I just abandoned the bike there. And it's quite far from Jesse's dad's house to my house. It's quite a long walk, so I had to walk home, and I had a load of shopping with me, load of beers, load of gear, and then I had to like walk back to my house, and it was so hot today. It was ridiculously hot. So I was not very happy with the old bike today. So I'll have to go and sort that out and have a look at it next week, because there's definitely something wrong with it. So time I got home, the old time's getting on, and I'm thinking, oh, I better hurry up. If I'm going to get up there, do something to eat, get me tent up and all that before it gets dark, I better hurry up. So there I am indoors, rushing around, grabbing stuff together. And I did mean to bring a different stove out with me this weekend, because I had dug out my little nano stove, but then I forgot to bring it. But then my bad luck for the day changed, because Amy turned up just as I was about to leave. Amy came in because she's staying at mine all weekend looking after the cat. So I said hello to Amy and that, and I said, right, I've got to go because I need to get up there before it gets dark. And she's like, well, do you want a lift? I was like, what, you got the car? She went, yeah. Now, Amy never brings her car to mine, she normally walks. But today, because it was so hot, she had drove to my house with the old aircon on. So happy days. I got a lift up here off Amy, so I didn't have to walk. And the best thing about that is the fact that because Amy was driving me up here, I had a load more beers in my fridge, but I wasn't going to bring them all because I thought my bag's going to be too heavy and it's too hot to carry all that lot. But because I got a lift, I said to Amy, hang on a minute, and I went to my fridge and loaded up a carrier bag with another load of beers. And then I thought, hang on, if I've got a lift up there, I might as well take a cool box. And if I'm taking a cool box, I might as well raid the cupboard and take chocolate and all sorts up there, 'cause I wasn't taking none of that 'cause it would have melted so quick. So I dug out a cool box, chucked a load of ice packs in it, and then raided my cupboards and filled the cool box up with munchies. And I never bring a cool box out with me 'cause it's too big to carry. But as I was getting a lift, I've got a nice cool box with me, load of ice packs in it and a load of beers. So Kenny, I am living it up this weekend, mate. I've got an ice box with me, load of ice packs in it, load of munchies with me that I wasn't planning to bring, and best of all, a load of beers, mate. So this weekend, Kenny, I am living it up like a proper Campskigeezer. Big up the Campskigeezers, because I am living like one of you this weekend. So I'll just get me rolls ready and open them up. And as you can see, I really am living the high life this weekend, 'cause even my rolls are Tesco's finest. So nothing but the best for me this weekend. And the other thing that's good about this weekend is Jesse's picking me up on Monday, so I haven't got to lug everything home. Because like I'm going boot fair Sunday and Monday, I could end up with like 2 lots of boot fair gear and I can't carry all that lot home. So Jess has kindly offered to pick me up Monday afternoon. So that means as well, if I find anything heavy up the boot fair, I can buy it, 'cause normally I don't. If something's heavy, I think, oh, I can't carry that home, so I don't buy it. But tomorrow and Monday, if I find something heavy, I can actually buy it. But I bet I won't now, innit? 'Cause I've got a lift home, you know how these things work. 'Cause I've got a lift, I will either find nothing, or all I will find is one ultralight tent. So I'm just flipping my bacon about, 'cause that is cooking a bit now, so I'll turn it all over. And it's not the best bacon in the world, this. It's so thin, it's just all falling apart as I'm trying to move it. But it does still smell good, and it'll still be really tasty, innit? It's just the rashers are really thin. So let's just load a few more twigs into Onetigris, 'cause that's only really got that big twig going, and that might go out. Let's get a few little twigs in there just to keep him going nice and hot. Just add a couple more. That'd do. I'll make this one last one, and that'd be enough to keep him going for a little while, because that bacon really isn't that far off done now. And all I'm going to cook is the mushrooms. So I've just got mushrooms to chuck in there with that bacon. And that's it. It's all I need to cook. And I don't like to cook the mushrooms for too long. I do not like mushrooms when they go really soggy in the frying pan. So I only cook them for a tiny bit. So I probably won't need to add any more sticks to Onetigris. That'll probably be enough. So let's open me pot up and get me mushrooms out, slice them up and get them in the pan so they cook. And I've got to make sure I'm up really early tomorrow and I am first man in the boot fair, because one of my friends is going tomorrow and he'll probably be up there quite early, and he does camping and likes a bit of camping gear. So I know if he sees a decent tent up there at a decent price, he's going to buy it. So I'm going to have to make sure I beat him round, just in case there's anything really good there. Now, I don't think he'd buy like a little £5 or £10 Euro hike dome tent or a cheap little Van Gogh tent or something like that, because I know he really won't be interested in anything like that. But if there is something decent there, he will buy it. And he does like a stove as well, so I know if he sees any decent camping stoves up there, he will buy them as well. So I'm going to have to be first man through that boot fair door tomorrow and get round them stalls before he does. Sorry to be like that, mate, but it's dog eat dog when it comes to boot fair bargains. And I do really hope from the bottom of my heart that you find something really good up there tomorrow. But I'm sorry to say, I hope I find something a lot better and a lot cheaper. So that's all my mushrooms loaded on the pan now. And look at that, that is a load of mushrooms. And them mushrooms will get a lovely flavour being cooked on top of that bacon. So let's go back to my pot and start chopping up some lettuce. And start loading up my 4 lovely tasty rolls, because these rolls are going to be tasty and they are going to be extra tasty because I am really hungry. I'll get rid of that stalk bit because I don't like them bits. I always get rid of them off the lettuce. Get rid of that one. I don't want that in my rolls. I am living like a king this weekend. I'm not eating that stalk bit. Just chop my lettuce up into little tiny pieces, and I will do them other few leaves. I'll do this first. Load up a couple of the rolls with a bit of lettuce. There you go, first 2 loaded. Let's do some more leaves, get rid of that stalk bit, I don't want that bit. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. No stalks for me. So let's just roll them bits up. And then slice the lettuce into little tiny bits. And that'd be plenty of lettuce there for these 4 rolls. Chop it up, nice little pieces. That'll do, happy days. Nice bit of chopped lettuce in the old rolls, that'll give them a nice flavour. I do like the old lettuce in a roll, especially when you're making rolls with a few different ingredients in them. A bit of lettuce really does always make them taste a bit better. So let's crack on with chopping up a few of these lovely little tomatoes. Now again, these are off the man next door, little cherry tomatoes. Tasty. Load them up into the rolls, get another one out. Cut that one up. Load it into that roll, chop another one up. Get that one in there. Last one, chop this one up, put it into the roll. No, actually, I'm going to chop a couple more up because them rolls will take a bit more tomato. And I've got them with me, so I might as well use them. Make this one the last one. There you go, rolls are fully loaded with tomato. chuck them bits in there, that's a bit of flavour. And let's get me cheese out, unwrap it and chop me bit of cheese up. So just slice that into little bits. And I'm going to put this whole block of cheese in actually. I've got another bit of cheese with me, so I might as well use all this bit here in my rolls. Because like I said, I'm hungry today. So that's all I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to eat this lot, have some beers, and I've got a load of munchies with me. So I'm just going to chill out by the tent. Probably not in the tent, because it's still red hot tonight. I should probably lay the sleeping bag out the front of the tent and just lay on that and chill out, having a few beers, having a little look on eBay and that on my phone, and eating loads of munchies. So that's it, just load the rolls up with the cheese. Yeah, look at them, they're looking tasty already, them rolls. Bit more cheese in that one, little bit in that one. Break this little bit up, put it in. Right, so the cheese is loaded in the rolls. So I'm going to add some mayonnaise to them now. Because I do like, you'll notice watch the channel, I do like a lot of sauce in stuff. I always put sauce in things. And I do put quite a lot of sauce in things. Let's have a little go on my Spitfire while that's cooking away, because I've not got a lot going on now. All I've got to do is take that lot out of the pan and put it into the rolls. And you'll notice with me, and this is a top camping tip here, you'll see when I drink a beer or whatever, I take the cap off, drink some, always put the cap back on. And the reason I do that is so wasps do not go in my beer. That is why you never see me with cans either. Because like years ago, the amount of times I was out camping with people, and even me or one of my friends took a swig of your beer and then got stung on the lip because a wasp had gone in it. So since then I put a cap on my beer and I have never been stung since. So that is a good little tip to remember there. If you're going out camping and you like a beer, buy bottles and just put the cap back on. So that's pretty much done really, all that lot. Just move them mushrooms that haven't cooked about a little bit. Just get them onto the hot pan. But that bacon and that's done, so I'm going to start loading up the bacon into the rolls. Move a few bits out of the way. Look at them, lovely rolls. Could put the lids on them and just have them like that, although they will be a lot tastier with bacon and mushrooms in them. So excuse fingers, but I just find it easier using my fingers. And I've done this twig stove cooking for so many years now. Cooking with twig stoves, cooking on open fires and all that. That my hands have just become fireproof now. I've burnt myself so many times over the years with these stoves that now I'm just immune to it. And I bet there's a lot of others out there like that. You know who you are. If you're one of them people who's used twig stoves or cooked on fires for years, you will be like me and your hands are now fireproof. So let's just keep loading up my rolls. Bit of bacon, bit of mushroom. Yeah, they're looking good, these rolls, and they are smelling good. They smell lovely, that bacon and mushroom. So let's just get the last bits out of the pan, push them down so they don't all fall off. Bit more bacon, another mushroom. So just get the last few little bits out and that'll be it. My rolls will be fully loaded. So let's just give them another squirt of mayonnaise. Nice, look at that, big old squirt of mayonnaise on the top of them as well. Lovely, ton of sauce in them. just how I like it. So look at them, they are looking good. And they look a bit like cakes, don't they? They are bacon, mushroom and cheese cakes. Yeah, they look good, mate. I'm looking forward to tucking into them, Kenny. Yeah, they're getting a massive thumbs up from me. So all that's left to do is get the lids down and start popping the lids on. Get the other lid on. Lid number 3. And finally, lid number 4. So there you have it. Bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, mushroom and mayonnaise rolls cooked on a Twig stove. So let's just get some beers with it, because beers always make your food look better. So there you go. Look at them. 4 fat, tasty rolls. They're going to be a nice munch. Look at them. Looking good, eh, Kenny? Do they look good enough, Kenny, for me to call them Campskigeezer rolls? Big up the Campskigeezer rolls. And I'm spinning them, Jeff. Look at that, mate. Spinning Campskigeezer rolls. Now, you really can't have no more fun than that while out camping on a Saturday evening. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you can join me again. See what I'm cooking, buying, looking at or burning. So I'm off now to tuck into my tasty, fully loaded Campskigeezer rolls. And then I'm going to chill out by my tent and have a few beers. So big up the Campskigeezers and big up the Campski rolls.